What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I have a guest star here. This is my nephew Jordan. Say hi to everyone.
Hey, what's up?
And he's gonna help me, or he's gonna wrap this door in light blue chrome on his own. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna guide him through it. This is beginner level on chrome, okay? So for those of you who have never wrapped before, for those of you who are trying to wrap with chrome, I'm gonna show you and explain the differences and the application on how this goes right now with my nephew Jordan. We'll see how well he does. If it turns out terrible, I may end up stepping in at some point, or I'll just let him go with it and we'll get a new piece on the door and I'll rewrap it later. No big deal, he's learning. He's never wrapped a panel in his life. Have you?
No.
All right, cool. So this is the first time. I set him up with a squeegee, I set him up with a wrap glove, we've got a heat gun. So this chrome right here is the nicest chrome on the market. It's light blue chrome and it's particularly very sticky, okay? So we're gonna have to actually use tack reducer on this panel here. Tack reducer is a very important product. I actually should have had it over here. Let me grab it 1 second. This is it right here. So this is tack reducer. This is going to minimize the amount of tack. I'd say somewhere around 25–30%, maybe a little bit more. It's great to lay it across large flat areas where the film makes contact. The large flat area that I'm talking about mainly here is this area right here. The vinyl will never just blow off. It does create enough tack where you can actually, it still sticks. And with extremely sticky films, like this one particularly, it's going to make our installation much easier. Jordan's a little bit nervous. He's not really knowing what to do with himself right now. I know how that goes. That's okay. We're gonna get him rocking in just a minute. What I wanna talk about here is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna apply this tack reducer right here, and I've already prepped the surface. Isopropyl alcohol, 70%, very standard. Remove the door handle to make life easier. And he doesn't have a knife, so I'm gonna be doing the cutting if he makes it all the way to the end. This film has a protective cap on it. It has to be removed. You cannot stretch the film with the cap on it. It makes it very difficult to install. It might be possible to wrap some of this door with it on. I just recommend taking it off. Make sure that when you're wrapping, you've got a brand new buffer on the end of your squeegee. That's that blue guy right there. And use some soap and water or some kind of lubricating fluid on the surface. Not under the wrap, but on the surface of the film. This is going to allow your squeegee to glide more effortlessly, and you're gonna be able to squeegee much easier without causing any wrinkles, creases, bubbles, that sort of thing. On top of that, the tack reducer is particularly good for this car right here, for this film right here, because it's going to allow the air to squeegee out. On a high tack film that doesn't have pressure sensitive adhesive, pretty much every brand in the world doesn't have a pressure sensitive adhesive other than Avery and 3M, and this is neither. We're gonna have to actually lift the film a lot, and it's gonna want to tack right away. It's a little warmer in here today. It's probably around 80-ish degrees Fahrenheit, so it's probably around 26–27 degrees Celsius. Not cold by any means, but it's warm enough. Now let's get to applying the actual tack reducer. I'm gonna grab a cloth and we're gonna do this. It's important to apply the tack reducer in an area that doesn't come right to the edges. You wanna leave the edges exposed. This way, you don't have to worry about the film not sticking on your edges. Out of all the areas to apply it, do not apply it to the edges. Do not also apply it to the door handle cup area, because we have to stretch the film into there. It's gonna be necessary to have the full bond of the adhesive in that area. I'm gonna dab some on the cloth here. I prefer a sponge. I just don't have any sponges right now. I'm just gonna put the cap on the sunroof. Now, if you guys are looking for all the videos on how to disassemble a car like this, how to wrap a car like this, front bumper, quarter panel, fenders, hood, etc., rear bumper, trunk, go to my website, ckwraps.com. I'll put a link in the top corner and in the description below for you. There you can find exclusive contents like how to wrap a car like this in chrome, doing all the corners, stuff like that. I even got some fancy new glasses that allow me to record while we're up close and personal, and you can see all those little details. So we're gonna apply this, and you wanna control it. I don't like to mist it on. We're gonna control this. We don't have to get every square inch, we just wanna get majority of it. Now, when you apply this, it's going to dry to a bit of a haze. So you'll see it, depending on the color of car you have, you'll see it more or less depending on the car, or depending on the color of the paints, but that's about it. I left a good couple of inches around the door handle area. I left a good couple of inches around the sides. See a little bit more here, and we should be good to go. I've got my piece already cut, which is sitting right there. Let's put the cap back on the tack reducer. Let's get that magnet off of the film. Now, this car by no means has perfect paint. It's actually, this is the third wrap for this car. So the paint is not perfect. Some of the paint has actually come off, but the rear quarter panel has been resprayed. A bunch of this car has been resprayed. It's a little bit of a disaster, but it's what it is. Let's get the tape off and get this baby uncoiled. This film is particularly sensitive to rolling it up because of the plastic release liner that it has on the back, and that's what also makes the chrome very clear. We're going to take this, we're going to position it, and we're going to throw some magnets down. Jordan's going to help me with this in a minute. I'm just going to position this a little bit better on the bottom. Now we don't have to have a lot of coverage here. We just need enough. Let's come up a bit there. I'm checking all the way through. I missed the bottom now. I had it. There we go. Should be okay there. Let's just check it out. Plenty over on this side. Plenty over on this side. Okay, we don't want this to move. We're going to put 2 magnets down. And as soon as I get this into position, I'm going to pull out one side, and then, once I get the release liner off, I'm going to pull out one side. Then Jordan's going to help and pull off the other side. So give me 1 second here, Jordan. Once I get this part down, then you can take it once I get it back down into position here. So I'm going to put this back right where I want it, in the same spot that it was. We can take this magnet here, we can put it over here. We can take this magnet here, we can put it over here. And then what I want you to do, Jordan, is open up that end, so lift the magnet off. Yeah, and hold on to the film. Hold on to the top of the film, yep. Now pull the film out, I'll take the magnet, yep. And you're going to pull the rest of this plastic off. Go ahead. Very beginner 101. Keep it rolling, see how it's rolling nice like that. Keep it rolling, don't crease it, and don't let it fall out of your hands. Yep, hold on to it, always hold on to it. Good. Now what you want to do, buddy, is take this and pull it a little bit that way, okay? You want to flat, just drop that on the floor. Just don't slip on it. Let's move it out of the way. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to stand here, and you want to stand here, and you want to pull the film a little bit tight that way, okay? So lift it off a bit. Yep, hold on to it. Make sure you got a good grip. Yeah, don't pinch it. Yeah, lift it off. It's going to be sticky. Go ahead. Yep, keep going like this. Keep going. First time, remember. Okay, not so far out this way, but now bring it back out and bring it tight towards that back end of the car. Keep it tight, buddy. Yep, good. Keep it tight. Try and keep it flat too. Okay, bring it back out. Come back out again. Okay, let's try that again. Pull it tight, keep it flat. Watch, pull a little harder down with your other hands. Yep, there you go, that's better. Yeah, there you go, that's better, all right. And I'm gonna fix up my side. Now tack it to the car. Yep, stick it to the car. That's what I mean by that. You don't know the technical terms yet. That's all right, stick this up here. Cool. We'll fix it up. It might not be that easy right now until I remove the protective cap. So let's remove the protective cap anyways, since we have to, before we get all fancy here. What I like to do to remove the protective cap is I like to cut a slit, then I peel off a piece very strategically. Don't peel it into your roll. And then what I'm going to do from here is pluck out the actual cap and separate it with my blade from the film. Hexus says to use tape. I don't find the tape works very well at all, so I use my knife. I've tried tape 100 times and it doesn't work. So we're going to pull this off very gently, and then it should be easier for him to stretch the film across. I'm going to show you on my side first, Jordan, and then you're going to go do the same on your side, okay?
All right.
I'm going to show you on my side what to do, and then you're going to do the same on your side, okay? So stay right there. Let's put that there, just in case. Bring a couple of magnets down to hold the film. What I'm going to do here is lift it off, and watch what I do here, Jordan, okay? I'm going to pull it off. It's stuck to the opposite door right now. It's a little bit... sticky, like I said, super sticky stuff. There we go. That's why I put tape down on the other side. So watch what I do here. Okay, now watch what I do. I'm gonna pull it tight. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
All right. Now what I want you to do right there is grab that corner on the bottom. No, on the bottom, yep. And pull that down, okay? Down towards your toes, but grab it good. Okay, I'm gonna bring it out again. Watch out, 1 second. Okay, do that again. Grab that corner again, yep. And pull it down towards your toes. There you go. Now stick it to something. Bring it in, tight, tight, tight. Bring it in tight. Yeah, good, okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Once I get this set up, I'm going to allow Jordan to squeegee. Stick that there. I'm going to fix up some of these wrinkles here. So Jordan, what you needed to do here was you needed to actually pull the film tighter so that these wrinkles didn't come. Okay, so watch what I do here. Let's put that up there. Very sticky. Remember. I didn't put any tack reducer on the bottom. Okay, let's get that back up. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. So what should I do here? Pull that tight. And stick that down. And stick that down to the lower rocker panel. This one over here, we're gonna take it and pull it out the opposite corner. Good, that's looking good. I'm gonna pull this up here. And as soon as I get this glassed out for Jordan, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna start doing some squeegeeing. And out here, 1 second. See if that helps a bit there. And then let's get this little bit over here. Awesome. And I have one wrinkle right here, so let's pull that out. Cool. We should be okay. I'm gonna pass you that magnet there. We should be okay for him to squeegee most of this. I'm gonna guide him through it. Let's soak it with soap and water. Okay, so what I want you to do, Jordan, is when you squeegee, you're gonna pass through right here. You're gonna start on this body line, okay? And you're gonna push pretty firm. Not too hard, not like you're killing yourself, but pretty firm. And then you're gonna come back, and you're gonna squeegee back and forth, okay? Yeah. Try that out. Yep. Yeah, start on that, and then put your squeegee across like this, yep. And then you're gonna push across, see? Put your thumb in the middle, yep. Right here in the middle, yep, perfect. Now push. Push a little harder, you see you're missing all the air, watch. Watch when I push. See the air's going away? All right. Yeah, keep going, stay down here, keep moving with your body, yep. Good. See, now you can see he's never done it before. All right, let's do it again. Come back this way now. Let me pull these wrinkles a little bit tighter here, actually. Because right here we have a lot of wrinkles. All right, that's gonna be fixed right now. Good. Now you can squeegee again. Okay, go ahead, do the same thing. Make sure you overlap your pass, okay? Yep, so go back the other way now. Turn your squeegee card this way now. Use your right hand usually. This is what you do. You come back with your right hand like this. Look, stand behind it where I am. Watch, come back like this and bring it towards you, okay? Yeah. Turn your hand this way, yep. Turn your hand this way, yeah, there you go. Now, yeah, and then push like this. Whatever's comfortable, man. This might be a little while, that's okay. Good, you can stop there at the door handle. Now come back here again, from here, okay? Yeah. See when I bring the squeegee towards me, I keep it on an angle? Yeah. Yeah, that's what you want to do. These bubbles here, watch, you can push down on them. See? All right. And they go away. Keep going. I'm going to make adjustments as you go along, okay? Don't squeegee. You don't want to squeegee over wrinkles, so go ahead. Look, go like this. Stand here and then push. See what I'm doing? Yeah. See what I'm doing, right? You gotta be careful there. I got a big, big, big bubble. So I'm gonna release the film because this is gonna be a problem. Right here, see it? We gotta let that guy out. My hand's a little bit wet. I gotta dry them off. I don't wanna put them behind the film when they're wet. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fix this one for you, because that was a tough one. And then you're gonna continue. You can see where you squeegeed right a little bit. You can see where your watermarks are. Yeah. Okay? Let me pop that back out again. And we're gonna get it back into position. All right. So again, try to squeegee from this line right here. This is the one I just passed through. You're gonna squeegee all this down here. See it? See that line, right? Yeah. All right, cool. No, hold on. You got to stay above it. Yeah. So you want to stay up above your line. Right. You got too far below. What happened is here is that you got bubbles here, and then because you were underneath it, you want to come on top of it. See what I'm doing? So you want to come like this. This is once you get the technique of squeegeeing, it'll be much easier and much better. Try that again. 1 second here. Pull that tight. Cool. Okay, try that again. Stay on top of it. Look, squeegee on an angle. See how my squeegee's on an angle like this? Yeah. And you cut across. Try just a little bit at a time. Don't do too much. A little bit's better than doing too much. Doing too little is better than doing too much in this case. Yeah, stay above it. Look, you're gonna miss it. Yeah, keep that corner above that line. Yeah, and you should put your squeegee on a little bit more of an angle. That was a good one though. Good. It's right here, got a little bit of air. See it? That's okay. I'll come by and fix it. Try that again. Let's put a little more soapy water on there for you. Stay above it, yep. Good. Nice pressure, yeah, good. Good. In here, we missed some air. I'm gonna push that out right now myself. And then down here, it's gonna get a little bit more complicated, so I'm gonna fix it up and get the air off right here. And then I'll probably finish off the rest here. Give Jordan a hand. Did a good job, all right? It's your first time doing chrome. First time doing a wrap, right? Yeah. All right, did a good job, man. We're gonna go forward and I'm gonna keep finishing this off and everyone can keep watching from there. What I'm doing here is I'm just releasing air from the edges. It gets locked in. Even with tack reducer, it will still lock in because, again, I didn't apply tack reducer all the way to the edge. You don't want to do that. Jordan did great. His first time, again, handling a squeegee. Very, very basic thing to know how to do. So when you are learning how to wrap, you do have to know how to hold that squeegee properly. And again, you can understand, hopefully, from the video, the way I was trying to teach him and show him how to hold the squeegee. It would just take a little bit more practice on his part and just handling the squeegee. Personally, for myself, when I was wrapping for the first time, I didn't even use a squeegee. I used my hand the entire time. And this was before there was a wrap glove. I didn't even have a wrap glove. I'm tucking this under slightly. We're gonna finish all this off right here. Let's pull this a bit tight over here, finish this off. So you can see that the film is adhering even with all that tack reducer on there. Let's get these magnets off. Just put them on the sunroof, on the glass. You gotta lay this area in right here. I don't like to stretch the film in. Conforms really nicely, as long as you know what you're doing. Anytime I see a wrinkle that may pose a threat, I stop. I don't want to squeegee over a wrinkle. Again, this is where more advanced techniques come into play. When you're actually reading the wrinkles and seeing what's happening, knowing which ones you can and cannot squeegee over, it's very important. On top of the squeegee handling for Jordan, he would have to learn how to read wrinkles, especially with this type of film. This is not a film where you get wrinkles and then you just heat it and stretch it out. It's not the same. It's not respond the same way. You have to be very careful when you're heating. You can heat them to an extent, but again, very, very low amounts. I'm just laying into the window trim area. I'm going to cut off all this. This is all in my way. And again, as you notice, I've masked off so much of this, right? I've masked off a ton of this just because it's so much easier when the vinyl isn't sticking to anything. Let's do this over here. Again, laying into the recess, pulling it back off of the top lip. Now I can squeegee it to that top lip. Perfect. And then I would just cut along the top edge there. We have a fun little piece right here where this black window trim is. So we have to kind of pre-tuck the film slightly. There isn't a lot of area here. And then I'm going to cut. I'm going to use my squeegee. I'm going to cut right above my squeegee, which will give me just enough to tuck in. Be very careful when I remove that. Let's try and continue that cut a little bit. Doesn't look like I scored the film just enough yet. There we go. Cool. Pull that off, out of the way. Again, if you guys are looking for those super detailed videos, you're gonna have to head over to my website to see how to do all of this stuff up close and in person, because that's just where they are. We're gonna run our blade on the top edge here. So let's grab it. And run the back side of my blade across, all the way. Cool. Get that out of the way. Let's cut down here. What I'm going to do here, since there's a door seal here, there's a rubber seal here, I'm going to use the wrap defender. This thing's great. It cuts right between the jamb and it can't harm the rubber seal. Just have to get it going. It'll give me enough to tuck in. Can't do any damage with this thing. The blade is 100% protected. Bottom side, because I pre-tucked the film, I'm gonna cut up and under and just run the back of my blade on the back edge of the door. It's gonna give me enough that I have to roll around the other side. Good, let's get that out of the way. Be careful when I come up and around here. When I come around this corner here, I'm not gonna leave too much film. I just want to leave a bit to roll around, and I'm going to cut a nice C shape. Good. What I can do here now is, instead of risking cutting the jam, we can also use the wrap defender one more time. I'm dragging the masking tape there. I'm hitting it for some reason. There we go. I think I got behind one layer of it. It's the masking tape that I have in there that's making things a little bit wonky. There's a paint run on the door. So it actually got stuck there. Just to show you what this little tool is. It's a blade which is protected by, let's see if that focus, there you go. Blade which is protected by plastic, and it just fits really nicely. There's also a little tucking tool on the other side. That's a sign maker tool. Let's check it out a little closer. Still some smudges. There's a smudge here, smudge down here, smudge in the middle here. No big deal. I didn't really try to wipe it off. There's a smudge. You can see right here that when I wipe it with my finger, it more or less goes away. And then a little imperfection here. There was some stuff in the paint already. This is an old car, 6 years old. This is what it looks like. Even where Jordan Squeegee looks great. Here's your door handle area. So as you can see, the chrome is still very shiny. It's very bright, very vibrant. When you're cutting here, you cut along the top edge, right there, all the way down. Let's grab the inside of the door. Just show you where the film wrinkles up, tends to wrinkle up. It's on the body line right here. So right where this sticks out is where you're gonna get bunching up of film. Teeny tiny bit right there. That's super close, guys. Not much I can do about that because the chrome only conforms so much. You really just want to make sure that the wrinkles that are there are not showing from the exterior. Nothing shows. That's it for wrapping the door. Again, Jordan's first time ever handling a squeegee, first time ever, and you know, did pretty good. I need to show him a few more things as far as it goes if he wants to take up wrapping as a career, right? And that's pretty much it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you want more detailed videos on how to do this sort of thing, check out my website, ckwraps.com. And that's pretty much it. I'll have more videos coming like this. I have some wicked cool tints. It's actually not even a tint. It's like a holographic clear film. It's got a hexagon pattern to it. It's very cool. I have it here. I have a ton more videos lined up, even just for YouTube, like educational stuff, regardless. Again, just the more detailed wrapping videos are on my website. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Take care.
Peace.